All right, guys. So the first step is printing out your vest pattern and constructing it and cutting it out as you see here. I found this pattern for free. I've linked the location to this below. It is in French and the sizing is a little bit off, so I suggest you guys translate as best as you can to get a good sizing. So after that, you'll be putting the patterns onto your pants and just using some form of marker to cut it out. First, I'm gonna be using my razor blade to deconstruct these pants and just cutting all the seams. All right, so this part is pretty much self-explanatory. I used the template that I cut out and put it against my fabric. Then I used a pink chalk. I have them in many colors. Use the one that pops out the most to you. I used pink chalk to outline the pattern on my fabric. And then once I'm done outlining the pattern onto my fabric, I'm going to use a scissors and just cut that out. You're going to need 2 pieces for the back and 2 pieces for the front. Once you have those patterns out, you are pretty much going to sew them together in the way that the outfit is going to look. So you're going to sew the 2 back panels together and you're going to sew the 2 front panels together, and eventually you're going to merge them together to create the whole waistcoat. So keep on watching. I'll show you how I did that. All right, so here I have my back piece together. I really love the flowers on this pants. Now turning it into a waistcoat. I really wanted to put this pattern in the front, but the front pattern just would not form to the section of the pants that I needed it to, but the back panel did. So the back get the flowers, I guess. But this is pretty much what it will look like when you sew them together. And now I have my 2 front panels. On the pants, you will see those 2 lining that were already pre-sewn, which I figured I would utilize that to keep on the front of my waistcoat here, which worked perfectly, like so. So I'm gonna sew those puppies back and then mesh these together using my serger. All right, so I serged my 2 back panels together. Then you're going to serge your front panels to each side of the back panels. So as you see it laid out here, you're pretty much going to use the outer edge of the front panel and then the outer edge of both back panels and just serge those together. And I'm going to show you guys what that will look like. All right, now that we've built out how this is going to look, you basically serge those loose ends together to create the foundation. All right, so now I have all my pieces serged together. My next step is obviously going to be the shoulder connection there. I'm doing this just piece by piece because this is my first time making this particular piece of garment. So just really take it slow. But this is what I have so far. Hey everyone, if you enjoy the content I'm creating and want to support the channel, consider buying me coffee. Your support helps me keep making these videos. Every little bit goes a long way. Just click the link in the description to show some love. On the Buy My Coffee link, you'll be able to see my shop link. On my shop link, I create different projects that I am able to sell to you guys. If you'd like to buy one of those products, add to cart and then check out. Thanks so much for watching and for all your support. Let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so here it is. I serged the shoulders and now everything is fused together, and this is the waistcoat. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with the free edges of this waistcoat, so I decided to cut out some liners. As you could see here, I did already put one on, so I have the remainder of the liners here, and I'm just going to start with the arm holes first. Okay, so here I basically pinned all the, just the back and the front of one side of the panel together for that armhole allowance. I'm doing it on the right side of the waistcoat first. That way, once I sew it, it's gonna look exactly like this. So basically, as it was laying on the mannequin, I just basically pulled them inside after I sewed it so that it'll have like a seamless finish like so. Alright guys, so I have completed the mass majority of this project. I did end up getting this nasty bunching in the back. Unfortunately, I don't know how to fix it, but we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to find the goodness in the imperfection. The next step is to just point out where your holes are going to be. Not holes, but like for your buttons. I wanted to do 3 buttons. I might end up having to do 4, but for now we're going to do 3. And I use a black marker just to mark out where I want those holes to be. And then afterwards you need, of course, your the actual holes for the buttons, and we're gonna do all that now. So I found these white buttons around the house. I magically found the right numbers that I need, so I'm gonna just manually sew these buttons onto my waistcoat here. I do have my sewing machine that could have done this for me, but I've never done it on the sewing machine before, and I just did not want to be frustrated with learning it. So old-fashioned way is always the best way, and so that's what I did here. All right, so once you get your buttons on, that black marker is gone, as you can see. It's just getting hidden by the buttons. Once you sew those buttons on, we're gonna now try to use the sewing machine to get those holes for the buttons to go in, and this should look like that. The sewing machine that I have, it's a Brother CSI 6000. It has options of putting in these holes, but I actually use kind of a manual method. So if you want to do that, you can, but I did the manual way. Now that we have our three buttonholes, we're gonna use a razor to cut the holes open so that we can button up our waistcoat and close the front of it. I got a bunch of one-sided razors on Amazon. As usual, everything's gonna be in the description box, and let's get to the next part. So now that I've put the razor on the fabric and cut the holes that I needed, I pinned or buttoned up the waistcoat, and this is what the overall project looked like. I will be going in with a steamer just to get a lot of those wrinkles out. I definitely need to go in with an iron. I probably should have been using an iron throughout so that I wouldn't get all the wrinkles and you know, that bunching that I got in the back, but this is what I have. As always, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and of course, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.